don't know what y'all been talking.
Ashley with two E's.
You already know.
This is the Rumor Report
It's a full circle moment for me.
on The Breakfast Club.
What's happening?
Let me pop it off.
Taylor whipping these up in minutes,
Yeah,
huh?
shout out to Taylor.
I just sent her that like 10 p.m. last night. Yo, so shout out to
Crazy.
Taylor.
Shout out
I
to
just
Taylor.
said that. We just said 90% of that stuff this morning.
Like 30 minutes ago.
Yo,
Go
hire
ahead,
Taylor,
Taylor.
man. Fun size T. But no, so Tory Lanez we're talking about. Tory Lanez is expected to be sentenced today for his role in Megan Thee Stallion's shooting in the summer of 2020. And the judge was supposed to sentence Tory yesterday, but he allowed attorneys for the two sides to argue each factor for his potential sentence. Let's take a listen.
Developing news after hours of court testimony today, a judge ordered that the sentencing hearing for rapper Tory Lanez will continue tomorrow. He was convicted last year of shooting rap superstar Megan Thee Stallion back in 2020 in the Hollywood Hills. Daystar Peterson, better known as Tory Lanez, he has been locked up since December 23rd. 70 letters in support of Lanez were sent to the judge prior to sentencing. Lanez was convicted on 3 charges, including assault with a semi-automatic firearm and gross negligence. Prosecutors are asking for a 13-year prison sentence and deportation to his native Canada, while his lawyers have asked for probation and for him to be released from jail to enter rehab.
Now, everyone's talking about the letters that were received. Among the witness statements were letters from obviously Megan Thee Stallion herself, Iggy Azalea, and Tory's son. I think Charlamagne, you said the doctor that did his hair transplant.
Yes, the doctor who treated Tory Lanez for his hair loss wrote a letter.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He said that Tory Lanez has helped others in the community
shut up.
suffering from hair loss. That is a fact. Y'all
Cite
can
your
look
source.
it up.
Cite
Listen.
your source.
The site, whoever that woman is that was
Yo, shut up, man.
I'm dead serious.
People gonna
I'm not
believe you,
making
man.
Because I'm telling the truth. And people that read the case or read what was happening in the court, they know I'm not lying.
Well, most importantly, the victim, which was Megan Thee Stallion, in her letter, she stated that her absence from court was not a sign of indifference, but rather an attempt to protect her mental health, because she said that since the shooting, she has not witnessed a day of peace. She cannot bring herself to be in a room with Tory again. And slowly but surely, she's healing and she's coming back, but she will never be the same. Also, Iggy Azalea. I didn't know I feel like it's that Dave Chappelle skit. Like, what the?
Well, at one time, there was rumors that they were dating because there was
Yeah.
pictures with them out and about, so I'm sure they got a strong relationship.
Something from her. But in her letter, she asked the judge to give a sentence that was transformative, not life-destroying. And the judge said Tory's 6-year-old son submitted a handwritten letter, but did not offer additional details. Others spoke on how charitable Tory has been even before the money and fame, the trauma he endured from losing his mother at the age of 11, and how good he is a father himself. And prosecutors are asking for a 13-year sentence. I saw on Twitter that Megan also recently lost her mother, and she ain't shooting nobody in the foot. So I don't know how true that is, because he lost his mother at a young age, that he's that traumatized that he got to resort to violence. I don't
think that has anything to do with your
Yeah.
choices in that situation, per se.
Yeah, and
But-
his lawyers also asked, because of the same thing, because of his traumatic childhood and alcoholism, he needs therapy, not prison.
But here's the thing: don't you have to admit that you actually did something to fall on those crosses?
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna say that it was alcoholism and whatever else that led you to do that, don't you have to admit you did it? Isn't his whole thing that he didn't do
Well,
it?
he's still saying he didn't do it, but
That don't make any sense to me.
no, he's still saying he didn't do it. But I think it was clear that maybe he said he had an alcohol problem, or maybe because didn't he say he was drunk that night and said a bunch of things he shouldn't have said? Didn't he say that? I know he. I
don't remember.
I thought he did say that.
I'm just simply saying, if you're gonna say you're an alcoholic or whatever, and you're gonna say that it's the trauma that you experienced when you was a child, then you got to admit that you actually did something, right?
Yeah, but
would
also
think.
his lawyers, they said they acknowledge he's not presumed ineligible for probation, but he maintains his innocence, but says if he did do it, it's because he lost his mom and he's an alcoholic. If he did it.
I want to know how much money he spent with the head doctor for the head doctor
Yo,
to write
shut
a
up,
letter.
man. Yo, shut up.
I'm
Shut
serious.
up. Shut up.
Megan Knuth, that's her name. She said that, 76 letters. She said, Tory, another is from a doctor who treated Lanez for hair loss. He wrote that Lanez has helped others in the community suffering from hair loss. But that's not charity.
I thought you were lying.
That's not charity. That is not a public service. You have to have money to fix hair loss. Like those hair transplants are not cheap. It's not like he's in the hood handing out hair transplants for Christmas.
Forward me that. I still don't believe it for some reason.
No, I'm about 42 right now.
I mean,
We just know how Charlamagne is, so sometimes he's full of BS. But I
Never
want to
full of
see.
BS.
I just want to see for myself. All right, what
Never
else we got,
full of
Ash?
all right. Fans are dragging Marlon Wayans for asking for peace after the Alabama brawl. We've been talking about it. I've seen the most hilarious headlines given to it. The Alabama slammer, the uprising, all of that. Well, most people have been in support of the now viral Alabama Riverboat Brawl, but however, Marlon Wayans shared a clip from the fight, along with a caption saying, "How about we not try that in a small town?" referencing the Jason Aldean song, saying, "It's just silly, bro. Let's all just be love, not war."
The people got mad at Marlon Wayans for that, right?
Yeah.
I thought he was talking to the white people. That's how I took it.
But I mean,
because of the reference to the Jason
To the Jason
Aldean
Aldean
song.
song.
Yeah, I thought he was talking to the white people, personally.
but others took it as him being a token, as we use, and others accused him of being whitewashed and looking for a pat on the back from Master.
Why?
Not from Marlon Wayans.
What was the caption said? What was it again?
It was, "How about we not try that in a small town?
Yeah.
Ish is silly, bro. Let's all just be love, not war."
I swear I thought that was towards the white people. That's how I took it, personally. Maybe I missed something.
He just needed to add a little more context because he really was like right in the fence with this. He could have said like,
He could have been specific about
yeah,
who needs to be peaceful.
who needs to be more loving.
Yeah, who
with-
needs to be
with
more
no
loving.
war.
Okay, I get that.
But some of the tweets, because Black Twitter runs the world. One said, "Looking for a pat on the head from the Masters. You should be quiet. Sit this one out."
You should be quiet. Why did you should be quiet? I guess I always think of Minister Farrakhan talking to Mike Wallace. You should be quiet. So that's why.
I think of LeBron James saying like, just dribble.
Just
and shut up.
shut up and dribble. That's right.
Just tell jokes and shut up. Pretty much. Another one says, "Why are you only showing the part of Black people beating their behind, making it look like they are the aggressors?"
Oh, maybe that's what it was then. Maybe it was the video. Maybe it was the way he posted the video. I didn't watch the video because I'd already seen the video a million times. So I didn't watch the video.
But I don't take that from Marlon when you speak Marlon.
What?
Like it's all peace. Let's get along. Like Marlon is. I feel like he's always ready for the ish.
Why do you feel that way?
I don't know.
Here you go.
Nah, just the way Marlon is.
What?
Marlon's always about Black power, uplifting Black people with his movies and everything that he's doing. I just never took it.
I agree with that, but you said something else. You just said Marlon Wayans was violent.
I didn't say he was violent. I
You
said he's
just
always
said
ready
that
with the
man
ish.
is
Like he's
violent
always
for no
ready to ride
reason.
for his Black people. That's what I always took
that's
from Marlon.
different, yeah.
I didn't say nothing about violence. You just thought violence. You thinking hair transplants. That's what you thinking.
You did say something about
You can't get hair transplants. It's too late for you.
But I tried.
But the best
I
one,
tried.
the best one we
It's too
say
painful.
for last is, you gotta say that you a celebrity, but I know you're really over there singing, "We're brothers, we're happy, and we're singing, and we're colored."
Dropping a clues bomb for that great record.
I like that song.
That great theme song.
All right. Well,
I did try it. That's called PRP. I did try it one time. It's too painful.
Did you really?
Man.
Where'd you go? Turkey?
Nah, Dr. Natasha Sandy was doing it, but I was like, I don't care about hair that much. It's one of those things when the process is happening, you like, I really don't care about hair that much. I'm not gonna let you gas me up to think that I need a hairline. Okay, I am perfectly fine with a
I
bald
think you
head.
would look stupid
Charlamagne,
with a
how
hairline.
long have you just shaved it off?
Since
I don't
like
even
16?
remember. No, it ain't been that long. It's been a while, but I don't know, probably my 20s. No, probably like my 30s.
You would look so
you-
stupid with hair.
Early 30s is when I started going bald.
You ain't never got jealous of dudes that have like
All the time.
Never.
waves
All the
or
time. All the time.
John Morant,
All the time.
twists,
I
locks.
all the time.
He a young boy. I never wanted to dress anything like
Charlamagne gets insensitive about hair and
I
height.
don't.
Those two things.
You
Ask him, what's the first thing?
you're making-
If a tall
you're
woman
making
comes
all
in
this
here
up.
right now, ask him what he does.
What do you do?
Act like I'm crossing her up. What that got to do?
He acts
with
like he
being
posted up like he
insecure?
playing basketball.
It has nothing to do with being insecure about height. I never even knew I was short till I met other tall people.
What?
I never knew I was short. I walk in the room. Listen.
So
I
your
walk
whole
with
family
God,
short,
baby.
is what you saying?
Yeah, absolutely. You see me? I got grays. I ain't like envy dyeing my beard. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't got nothing. Take your hat off right now. I bet you won't.
What?
Take your hat off.
What?
Oh,
What's wrong?
see, it's a little
What?
thin.
What's
now
wrong?
watch. On Wednesday, it's gonna be jet black. All right.
It's actually dark brown, but
whatever.
That is your rumor
You
report.
know his color pack.
Ashley, do you dye your
You know
hair?
his color number and everything.
I mean, clearly,
All right, so what's wrong with
this
that?
ain't- I go lighter. I don't go darker.
What's wrong with
First
that?
of all, she got a head full of hair.
So?
number one,
Me too.
You don't have a head full of
I
hair.
identify as a person with a head full of hair. What's wrong with
He
that?
identified as a person with hair. Okay, let me leave you alone. I don't want no smoke with your community.
There you go. All right. Well, next day I want to have this conversation. Will.i.am, 800-585-1051. Will.i.am was doing an interview and he was talking about being ultra feminine.
Coming of age. And I didn't have a man in my life, a father in my life to guide me through that. My mom did that, which probably made me even ultra feminine, which is I have no shame of being super feminine. I remember in the 90s, we don't have the support in the LGBT community like now than we did then.
What?
So growing up in the 90s, we're like, are you gay? Like, because I was feminine. I'm still feminine. My mannerisms are my mom's, and I'm strong with my femininity. I think it's a superpower. I like girls.
I like
Never
turtles.
was attracted to men. I'm attracted to females, but I'm feminine.
Will.i.am said I like turtles.
I like girls. He said I like girls, you
I
idiot.
didn't hear that. I heard turtles.
All right, well, let's discuss. We're going to talk about it after front page news. 800-585-1051. Do you believe men that grow up with no father tend to be more feminine? Also, what is ultra feminine?
Yeah, he got to define feminine for me. I need to know what feminine is, because if feminine means, having empathy, having compassion, being sensitive, I don't know if that's feminine, but we can discuss.
We'll talk about it when we come back, and front page news is next. And we'll take your calls. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.